Hello, what is up? This is KG Games and welcome to another Wizard 101 video. In this video, I will be talking about should KingsIsle add weather and a day and night to worlds. I know that sounds pretty crazy, but I saw a video off YouTube about a YouTuber, talking about that, and I was actually participating in the comments, so that's going to be very cool. Look, honestly, my reaction was so cool. Like, I just couldn't believe that he was talking about that. And in this video, I just want to add to what he had to say. Okay. For each world should have every world should have a day and night, but depending on the world's place it in the real world that is based on, there should be a different sunset depending how north and south is it. Well, it is. So basically, but also it should have a weather depending on the north and south. So that's gonna be that. If that actually happened, I would that would be so cool if KingsIsle actually added that to the game. So whatever, I'm gonna just say one thing. Some worlds that I will be talking about may include some spoilers. Well, I will also say some worlds will include worlds that I've never been to, so if I don't get it, just correct me. So, our first world is Wizard City. Like, think about it. Wizard City. Wizard City. Okay, Wizard City should always have a day and night. Every world should have a day and night. But this Wizard City is like a temperate zone. The day and night should have a solstice, well, a summer solstice, and a winter solstice, and an equinox all the time. So the summer solstice should be average, and the winter solstice should be average. And the summer solstice will be longer. Now we go to the, so I know this will be pretty hard to program, but the summer solstice would be awesome. And the winter solstice the days should be short, so they should program the light to be shorter actually during December and actually during June. It should be longer. So back to weather. Weather. December through February, snow everywhere and there's no trees out. No trees. Yeah, no trees. But then during March, there should be no leaves, but just no snow on the ground. But April should be the rain season. It should just rain the whole time during April. And the day it hits May 1st, you should see flowers everywhere. And the trees should be pink as like spring flowers. Also, it would be cool if like, yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say, but it would just be so cool if that would actually happen in the Wizard. Like, how would you imagine like snow in this and a nighttime here? Like, just imagine in the comments a nighttime. That's just so cool. Okay, then the summer, it should look like this from June to August. The day it hits September 1st is the day that you see orange or leaves everywhere and like orange trees. The leaves on the trees are orange and they're falling. It's fall, autumn. So that's gonna be where the equinox is. From September to November, that's gonna happen, and it just rotates like that the whole time. That's just cool. The only exception is Colossus Boulevard, because in another video I will be talking about Colossus Boulevard being cursed, and that's basically it. So The next world is Autopia. Autopia. Yeah, that's the world. So you can see that Autopia is based on Egypt. So there will be no snow season. But there will be a rain season. Well, rain season will be a sandstorm. During April, there will be a whole sandstorm, and there will be a day and night. But just imagine, what happens if you're just questing during Autopia while it's April and the whole there's like a whole sandstorm, and it's like, look, it would just be so cool. Like, that would be just cool. And the solstice, the amount of hours of light during summer and winter should not be as extreme as Wizard City because it's further south. So that wraps up Autopia. Let's go to Marleybone. Marleybone is based on London. London is higher north than maybe Wizard City. So, the climate is from November to March, it snows. And straight from March to April, it's the rain season. Then May, it's just then May to October is it just looks like this, but I think May you should see flowers everywhere, and September and October you should see leaves everywhere. So that wraps up Marleybone. Oh, and I forgot to say sunrise and sunset. It's further north, so it should be a bit more extreme. The summer solstice should be longer, and the winter solstice should be shorter than Wizard City. So that wraps up Marleybone. Next, Mushu. Mushu is based on China. So in China, you see a lot of like temperate climate. So I'm gonna say same climate as Wizard City, and same sunrise and same summer solstice and same winter solstice. I just can't believe it. It looks so cool if like the whole third path was snow. Like, don't you think that would be cool? I just can't imagine how cool that would be, and like walking and questing through the snow. So that wraps up, and there will be a rain season, and yeah. Next world, Dragonspire. Okay, so in Dragonspire, it should be the same climate as Wizard City and Mushu, and the same sunrise. And the reason is because it looks like we're in the middle of the ocean, so it could be temperate. I just like the temperate idea. So that wraps up Dragonspire. The next world is Grizzleheim. I haven't fully quested on Grizzleheim, so I'm not on that world yet. But if you really want to do the worlds in order, I highly recommend not focusing on Grizzleheim until you complete Dragonspire. Then from Grizzleheim, go to Celestia, then to Winter Tusk. And also, if you want to do the worlds in complete chronological order in terms of updates, which is also chronological order, so just don't do Winter Tusk if you're trying to do it in order. Just do Grizzleheim, then go to Celestia, then go to Winter Tusk, then go to Wysteria, then Safari, Avalon. So that's how you do it. That's the way you do it. Oh, and I forgot to say, after Grizzleheim, you do the crafting. If you want to be even more specific, you do the whole crafting series. And then after Celestia, you do gardening. And after Chrysalis, you do fishing. It's like, yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, you're trying to do it in order. So if you want to do it in order, I highly recommend you do that. And that's exactly the order I'm going to do in my full game walkthrough that will be later. Okay, I haven't really fully done the world, so I will be turning this off and I will be showing pictures of Grizzleheim. Okay, let's go to Grizzleheim. Grizzleheim looks so much like a boreal climate, but it's really not boreal. It's temperate and it has mountains. But since it's mountains, it's like mountain climate, so temperature drops should be extreme. So somehow they need to code it so that it can look like the temperature drops is very high in Grizzleheim. Let's say sunrise and sunset and the snow season is the same. But it's just that the temperature drops. It's not a really big deal. KingsIsle doesn't have to do that, but I just recommend that KingsIsle were to do that. So I'm just I just think that it would just be so cool if that could actually like happen. Like, okay, after Grizzleheim is Celestia. Okay, next world is Celestia. Celestia is like an underwater world, but it's gonna be a temperate zone because it's just in the ocean. But and the rain season is the same, sunset same, but wouldn't it be so cool if out of the base camp before the base camp is, the central area is floating on the water and you go down. Correct me if that's true because I've never been to Celestia before. Okay, before it wraps up, it would be so cool if out of the base camp you would see ice water and somehow while you're in the water, if you look up, you see a whole sheet of ice. Like, that would just be so cool if you could actually see that. Okay, next world. Celestia, Winter Tusk. Let's put up a new tab. Wizard 101, Winter Tusk. Winter Tusk. Okay, Winter Tusk. Winter Tusk is like an icy world, but it's the same as Grizzleheim. It's going to be a same mountain climate, extreme temperature drops. The only difference is that it'll be boreal mountain, which means it's going to be snowy mountain climate. Let's see if I can show you. You can see that it's like a mountain and icy sheets, so it's just going to be, I'm just so gonna love it if they actually, in the summer it melted, the ice melted, but it would still be icky because it's like still cold in the summer since it's boreal. Also, in boreal climates, you know that the sun doesn't fully get dark. It's that extreme that the sun actually does set. There's no midnight sun, but you do actually see, you actually do see a little bit of the sun out, so it's not going to get fully dark in the summer, but it should get like civil or nautical twilight. Yeah, that's basically what it should do. Actually, I'm requesting in some parts of Winter Tusk, like the northern parts of Winter Tusk, some parts of Winter Tusk should be so north that in the summer the sun doesn't even set, even at midnight. That would just be cool if it was like that. But also the seasons would change, and in the northern part it was like the snow would stop until the first day of summer and then start at the first day of fall. That would be so cool if it was just like that. In the northern part, in the southern parts where it's like just gets to civil twilight, I would say that in Winter Tusk, I would make it like so that nothing. Okay, in the winter it would be like that, but the days would be like very, very short. But in the summer it would be icky, but I think in April is when it should just rain all the way until the first day of summer. That would just be so cool. So it's from November, so it's from October to April, snow season, and right from April it just rains until the first day of summer. That would be so cool. Okay, we have cleared Winter Tusk. Then is no. Before Zafaria comes Wysteria. Wysteria reminds me of Spain, and the sunset during the solstices should be less extreme. Yep, less extreme, but more extreme than Autopia, like I mentioned before. So, in Wysteria, the climate should be more like southern temperate. Like, only in January should be the season where the snow. January is the only month where the snow is. But just think about how cool snow would be over there. Also, during February, you just see it like this. The rest of the months, and in April, it's the rain season. In May, you see flowers, and in fall, and in September through November, you just see leaves falling. So that would just be cool. Yeah, that would just be so cool if that could actually seriously happen. Then it's the world of Zafaria. Zafaria is more of a dry savanna. And the climate of a savanna is during the winter it's the rain season, but during the summer, but the rest of it is just like that. So only through December through February should be just it raining, but anything else should be the exact same. Okay, so sunrise and sunset, it should be the same because it's very south. It should be like very south that it doesn't change at all. So that's how I imagine it. So Avalon just looks like a temperate, so I'm gonna say it has a temperate climate, and during the winter it's the same thing that I said for Wizard City and Mushu and Dragon Spire, the same climate and the same sunrise and sunset. Azteca is more of like a tropical climate, so it should be tropical. It should just be the same. It should just be like this, except for the last dungeon, which is icy. Except for the last dungeon, which is icy, because that could be like a curse. Anyway, the rest of it should be tropical, and the rain is generated at a random time. At a random time, because tropical climate, it rains and then stops, and rains and stops. So that's how it should be. At random times, it will rain. That would be so cool if that actually happened. So the next thing I want to say is sunrise and sunset. It should be the exact same to Zafaria, which is it doesn't change no matter what. So it should just be like that. Next world is Aquila. Aquila should have a temperate climate, same as Wizard City, same sunset, sunrise, same sunset, same solstice. Also, it would be so cool if, like, you know the entrance, the dungeon sigil to Atlanta? You would see snow everywhere, but the whole ocean would be ice, and in that dungeon sigil there would just be like a carved hole down there that you would see, and that's like the entrance to the down world, where you would just see like ice, like you would just see ice, sheets of ice on top, and like it would just be a hole next to the dungeon sigil, and you would just like go into that hole if it's like winter and you're going to Atlanta. So that wraps up. Then it's Chrysalis. Chrysalis is like a shadowy world, so you know what, I'm just gonna say it has temperate climate. But I want to actually add something to this one. I'm gonna have to get a drink of water. Ah, it feels so cool. Okay, Chrysalis, I'm gonna say that it should be a southern hemisphere temperate climate, meaning that December through February, summer. March to May should be autumn with leaves. June through August should be snow. September should just be like the March of Wizard City, where it's just like stop snowing, but nothing is growing. But then during October should be the April, which is the rain season. Then November should be the spring, and then from December to February should be the summer. So that's basically what I'm going to say for Chrysalis. They should actually do that. They're actually very cool. Then it's Tale of 4 Dungeons. That part is based on London. So I think it should just have a climate, because I imagine the zigzag of the 4 dungeons being like the Gobi Desert, where it still snows, but it's desert. So it should be the same temperate climate, but in the zigzag should have extreme temperature drops and the same sunrise and sunset. So that would be very cool. Okay, after the 4 dungeons should be Polaris. Polaris obviously has penguins, so it can be based on Antarctica. Like Winter Tusk, it should be the same climate, but opposite. So December through February should just be like icky snow. Actually, some parts of Polaris should be like midnight sun during December. Like during December through February should be midnight sun. March to May, and then plus all the other months should be just snow. But in the southern parts of Polaris, some parts of Polaris should be like Winter Tusk, but opposite way, like I mentioned before. So during December, so I'm gonna say October to April should be snowing, and the rest of it should be rain, and except for oh my gosh, I forgot opposite. So it would be like April through October should be the snowy season, and then in November should just be icky, just snow, and then the first day of summer should have no snow until the first day of fall in the southern hemisphere. So and also in December should be the long days, and the winter, which is June through August, should be the short days. That would be cool if they could actually do that. So Christmas would be during summer. After that is Mirage. Mirage looks like Saudi Arabia. Mirage that just looks like Saudi Arabia. Like it should have the same climate as it should just have the same climate of Autopia. Same climate, same sunset, and there should be the sandstorm. That would be so cool. Then the last world is Imperial. We're still working on Imperial Part 1. But you see these pictures? It looks like a wetland. I think it should be in the northern hemisphere and be temperate climate, but it could just be a wetland, meaning like it could be like it could snow so hard but also rain so hard. Like I'm guessing during December through February should be the snow. April should be like April should be like raining non-stop, and the rest of the month should be rain at random times, and it'll just be wetlands. So that would just be so cool if that just happened. Like that would just be so cool. So I'm gonna go back to Wizard 101. Where is my greatest quality resolution? There we go. Okay, so that wraps up. I'm just gonna say something. I'm just gonna say that what do I have to say? Okay, I'm gonna say that leave a comment. I'm asking you from my heart to leave a comment and to express your opinion, because I feel like this could be a really cool chat on comments, because it would really be cool if like it could be like that. Like, that would just be so cool. Like that would like be awesome. So all you need to do is like, you gotta comment and subscribe and subscribe. So like, comment, subscribe, and you'll not miss out on any videos. Please do not miss out on any other videos, and especially my storyline walkthrough, which will probably be, now that I think about it, in November probably. So do not miss out on that. I'm giving it to it in advance. This might include some delays, so be aware. Okay, so that wraps it up. Just please comment, like, subscribe. That's all I need to do, and don't miss out on any videos. So goodbye, and thank you for watching this video with me.